Hello, and welcome back. The end of March marked the end of the first quarter in 2025. Can you believe it went by so quickly? And we've got some great information to discuss about the first 3 months of the real estate market here in Lower Fairfield County. But before we get on with the show, brief introduction. I am Chris Halstead, Managing Director of Sales for Brown Harris Stevens, Connecticut, and each month I provide you with a snapshot of what's happening here in the local real estate market. Now, before I jump into the numbers, I have the great pleasure of introducing you to one of our fabulous new listings. I'm here at 34 Sawmill Lane in Greenwich, Connecticut, and let me tell you, it is a stunner. Listed by our own Cora Lynch O'Mara for $5,295,000, this one is not to be missed. Comprised of 5 bedrooms and 5.5 bathrooms, this newly and meticulously remodeled retreat exudes timeless elegance. Complete with gourmet kitchen, updated baths, and sophisticated living areas, someone is going to be lucky to call this one home. If you're interested, don't wait to be in touch with Cora for a showing because it is sure to move quickly. All right, on with the numbers. As I usually do, let's kick things off with inventory. Well, I am sorry to say there was not a significant change in inventory over the month of March, so we close out the quarter again notching record low figures, with just 625 active house listings and 218 active condo listings. Were well below historical averages. In fact, the state of Connecticut maintained its place as having the largest inventory deficit when compared to 2019 out of any state in the country. As I said last month, that is not an accolade we should be excited about. That being said, and as a result of such low inventory, Fairfield County remains one of the nation's hottest sellers markets. Now that is something we can be excited about. This year's first quarter not only saw an uptick in total sales, but also a stronger high-end market and a faster pace of sales. Now, in the first quarter, we had a total of 826 house and condo closings. This represents a modest 1% increase over Q1 in 2024, but hey, it's an increase. Unfortunately, though, this represents the second lowest number for the quarter since 2012, so we still have a lot of room for improvement. But check this out. The high-end market was on fire. The quarter clocked in 60 house closings over $4 million. This is up from 45 last year and marks the most ever for the quarter. Similarly, condos saw 28 closings for over $1.5 million, up from 19 a year ago, which also marks a record high for the quarter. Now, not surprisingly, with so many high-end sales, the median house sale price was also way up, all the way up to $1,282,000, which marks a 29% increase year over year. And the median condo sale rose to $515,000, an 18% jump from the same time last year. All right, let's talk about the pace of the market. As I already hinted, things are ripping along. With a scarcity of available homes and stable buyer competition, the market is moving at a breakneck speed. The median days on market for closings in the quarter fell to just 20. That's down 41% from a year ago. 41%, interestingly, and according to Zillow, Fairfield County is currently the 16th fastest of the 200 largest metro area markets in the US when counting days from listing to signed contract. I have to admit, I can't imagine things moving even faster than they are now, but apparently there are some markets where things are. As for the list to sale price ratio, I'm beginning to feel a bit like a broken record. Once again, the average list to sale price ratio topped 100%, coming in at 102.1%. This figure has been north of 100% for as long as I've been doing this report. And it is important to remember that this is just an average. We've seen some sales go way over ask, double-digit percents, if pressed for competition. Now, I know what you're thinking. Chris, you're gonna say it's a strong seller's market and we all should be taking advantage of it. Well, you're right. It's an incredible time to be on the market. We're seeing historical figures in nearly every single metric. Come on, folks, what are you waiting for? Jump in. Contact one of our fantastic agents today to learn more. All right, to bring it home, as we usually do, let's touch on mortgages. The 30-year fixed mortgage was at 6.64% to close out the quarter. Now, as we've discussed, mortgages have remained pretty steady for some time now, so I would expect things to hover in the mid-sixes for the foreseeable future. Now, I know some of you may have been waiting for an improvement. But at least we know what we're working with when rates are stable. It's also worth pointing out that last spring, rates hovered above 7% for much of the season, so things are more affordable today than they were a year ago. Okay, that about does it for me this month. As always, thanks for tuning in. I love having you. For more in-depth market statistics, click through to our Mastery of Connecticut webpage, where our market specialist Brian Cleary publishes town-by-town reports. Otherwise, I'll see you next month. So long.